Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a break from these two and head into the third bay where we have a vehicle with a headlight restoration that I believe failed. It looked like whatever protective layer or coating they put on the headlight failed and has peeled off. We're going to sand that down, make things smooth things out once again, clear up the headlight, and protect it the right way. Let's get started. I believe the headlight was restored, sanded, and then it was tinted. So there was a tinted layer instead of a clear layer sprayed, or maybe it was a film that was put over top of the headlight, and it has failed and it has peeled off. So let's get this started. We're going to remove any of the rough edges from whatever peeled off, and we're going to smooth out whatever was sanded previously. We're going to start off by masking off surrounding areas so we don't harm the paint, just in case we brush up against it with the sandpaper. We're going to start off with 800 grit today. That will make quick work of any of the rough edges around the edge of the headlight where the previous layer failed and peeled. But it's not going to be too coarse where we're going to have to make a lot of different steps to move to finer courses of sandpaper and then finally down to polishing. So there will be 2, 3, maybe 4 steps maximum to get this headlight smooth, clear, ready to be polished, and then finally protected semi-permanently. The owner of this vehicle will not have to worry about this headlight or the other one as long as they own the car. Let's put down the 800 grit and grab 1500 grit, and that is after rinsing and cleaning any residue off of the headlight. And also off of the sandpaper, if you're using a disc or a sheet, you can clean that off and reuse it later. We didn't wear it down where we have to throw it away. The 1500 grit now is only refining. We did the work, we did the hard work or the heavy lifting, so to speak, with the 800 grit, and now it's just time to clear up and refine, and that is what the next few steps will do. You'll notice a white kind of powdery or milky substance running down the bumper. That is the failed lens and also the plastic underneath. All right, we're going to keep refining. We're going to get it to a point where it's just easy to polish off with a fine finishing polish. And from here, we're going to 2000 grit, and this is a foam disc from Rubis. This is I believe it's called their X foam pads. You obviously could have stuck to a sheet if you wanted to. I'm just showing you you could be successful using whatever sand media you have or you want to buy. The headlight is already just a little bit clearer than what it was before we started, and that was after all of the sanding steps. So it's time to polish. We're going to break out just a 3-inch polisher. I have a standard foam polishing pad, and we have some 3D polish, and we're going to clear up the headlight just with a few passes. After wiping off the residue, we can see that the lens once again looks like new. I'd say it looks better than new. Never just polish or sand and polish a headlight, plastic headlight, and let it be. Without protection whatsoever, it'll return back to that oxidized look very quickly. There are many ways to go about covering that bare plastic lens once again, or protecting it. You could use a coating, you could use a protective layer that are found in the headlight restoration kits. You can use 2K clear or diamond clear. We choose paint protection film. It lasts a very long time. It's quick. You don't have to wait for it to cure like you would if you sprayed it. And I have a lot of spare paint protection pieces laying around from larger jobs that I would love to use up and make money on. So this is what I choose to protect the lens once again, and it will last as long as the owner has that vehicle. I will go ahead and put a link down below in the comments section for film that you can order that is decent for headlights. Not all film is made the same. Not all film has the quality to be used over headlights. So I will look you up down below. These here are pieces that are bulked. It means right off the roll or just cut pieces that are leftovers. I'm going to use whatever fits over that headlight and cut it myself. You can get plotted headlight kits. You can order headlight kits, but this here is called a bulk install where you just put a larger piece over top and cut it to fit yourself. I'm often asked what we use here at the shop for film. Well, we use a combination of film off the roll from Legend Films, Bluegrass Films. I'll put a link down below for that as well. And we also use Peel Clear. I'll put a link down below if I can remember for that as well. When we use Peel Clear, it would be a sprayable version of PPF where the owner wants a little bit of a tint for headlights. We don't go crazy with that because that could be, well, it's obviously against the law, but it could be dangerous at nighttime for seeing. But over the headlights and taillights, we would put a tinted clear sprayable PPF. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comments section, and I can get some footage. I'm also asked to kind of describe what's going on, what I'm doing here. So first I'll spray a slip solution, which is just a surfactant and water, onto the lens, and I also spray it onto the film, and that makes the film float so I can adjust it just like I'm doing here. Then I'll tack one in like I did towards the middle of the headlight, towards the middle of the car, jump to the other side, give it a good stretch, a little bit of a pull, and squeegee out the water towards me, just like I'm doing here. Then I'll work out towards the edges and make sure the edges all stay down. And how to do that is you want to use just regular RO water. Some use a little bit of alcohol mix. I stay away from alcohol and keep alcohol away from films. But I'll grab my water bottle here, just RO water, and that will flush the slip solution from underneath. Get that out of the way so the adhesive can stick to the headlight when I squeegee out the fluid or the moisture. I will then let that dry out a bit, especially at the edges, and go do something else. Come back in about an hour or two and grab my red dot knife here. Those can be found on Amazon. You can get single knives or a pack. That's the best way to get them. And I will trim around the edges and remove the excess film, being as careful as I can not to score the film. I only recommend this to the experienced or after you've practiced many, many times by just putting film over a panel you pick up at a body shop, put on a set of horses, put some film down on it and practice cutting. Just scoring through the top of the film, not the adhesive. that then you'll be able to tear it away and not touch what's ever underneath, whether it be the plastic from the headlight or if you're cutting on paint on a panel, you won't score the paint. Didn't mean to get my head in the way there. I just needed to get close enough to see and concentrate on what I was doing, make sure I had the knife held correctly. And once I score all the way around, we can peel the film, the excess film away. And we pretty much have a finished product. We just need to dry up the area a bit, make sure we have no fingers or no film lifting up, and clean up the area, the surrounding areas. And we once again have crystal clear headlights that are protected. I'm often asked how much. I'll charge half of what a used headlights would cost to replace. Some just charge 150, 200. But because headlights are so expensive these days, that's how I do it. That's what I charge. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. There are many ways to protect that headlight after you're done correcting it. The important part is laying down something for protection, whether it's a polymer sealant and you keep laying that down every few months, or if it's a ceramic coating and you keep applying that every couple of years, or whether it's PPF and you reapply that every 6 to 10 years or so. You can't just correct it, shave off the original factory coating and leave it go. It will quickly oxidize once again and turn into a nightmare. So you do need to protect it quickly and maintain it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Brian from the Apex Auction Car Reconditioning channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.